Born and raised in New Jersey.
Jersey City, New Jersey.
Let's take it from the top. Let's take it from the top when comedy first struck you, right? Mm-hmm. Because you said Jersey City.
Yes.
What is this? Your father's funny, your mom's funny. How does this work?
It's crazy how the career took over me because I was a college graduate. I got my master's degree.
What'd you get it in?
Speech communication.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. So comedy wasn't on my radar because in the 80s to be a comedian coming from my family, it was embarrassing. What the fuck you mean you a comedian? Nigga, you went to college, right? You know?
Right.
And ran track, did my thing. And then really, believe it or not, the situation when I hung out with Eddie Murphy, his brother Charlie Murphy, and we had a huge fight on Wilshire Boulevard in LA.
Okay, so you didn't know them from back in the East Coast?
No.
Okay, no. All right, cool.
It all started, and the reason why I'm going to bring this up because I'm going to talk to the world about evolving as a man, right? And that's what we want to get across today about evolving.
Let's get to it, man.
As a man.
I need a drink.
Evolve as a man. And see, when I was a youngster, Keenan Ivory Wayans, I was hanging out because I lived in Northridge on Parthenia, and I lived 2 doors down from Richard Pryor. But I wasn't doing stand-up comedy. Right. I was getting my master's degree at Cal State Northridge. Right. And I hung out one night smoking and got the drop top down.
And this is before Richard Pryor burnt himself?
It was right after he burnt himself, right. But I didn't know him, didn't really care about that, you know? So
you were a fan of Richard Pryor, like
yeah, but I wasn't really, comedy, I'm going to explain to you how I am with comedy.
Okay.
So I remember went out one night and I ran into, it was a party at this club called Carlos and Charlie's on Sunset Boulevard. It was back in the day, y'all was kids back then, in 82, 83.
Not EFN, he was
See, this happened in 82.
82?
No, 1982, right, 1982.
Okay.
Because I didn't start comedy till 1985. Right. So in 1982, I meet Keenan Ivory Wayans. Keenan Ivory Wayans takes me into this party because I got this classic, this Impala, and when I pulled up, it was so fly. He was like, yo, what kind of car is this? So he said, yo, you want to come into the party? Took me in. Prince was in that motherfucker with the rose, with the bodyguard, with the big bodyguard with the blonde hair, looked like a wrestler.
Oh, wow.
And we was all in VIP section, so I wound up buying like 6 bottles of Cristal, and we just hanging, right? But it caught the attention of the guys. So we're hanging out, and I get on the set of Beverly Hills Cop with Eddie Murphy. We hanging. And then one day, man, we went shopping at the Beverly Center, and we came back, and for some reason, Charlie Murphy was washing his perm. I'm sitting on the sink.
Okay.
And some said, rob these niggas. You know what I'm saying? So the Rolex got taken, and it was really one of the most embarrassing things I've ever did in my life as I grow as a man.
So let's describe, because it wasn't like a robbery. It wasn't like you put a gun.
No.
It was just like y'all was
swiped it.
Swiped it. So it was an embarrassing situation when you understand life, right? Because we have a lot of young kids today who do a lot of embarrassing things, like on John Morant with the gun.
Right.
Young kids shooting people, whatever.
So you was John Morant back then?
No, not John Morant. What I'm trying to say is we make bad choices as kids, and we don't take the time to think of the consequences in life.
Is Charlie Murphy? Because obviously Eddie Murphy always been who Eddie Murphy is.
Yes.
Was Charlie known in these circles?
No. And the reason why I bring that because they was good to me.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Eddie, Charlie.
So you was just being foul.
I was being foul.
Right.
It's true. Right. I was being foul.
Like you fit in the Darkness Brothers.
Yeah.
You was in the Darkness Brothers. You could have been the third Darkness.
Yeah. No. That wasn't going to work. We're not going to put that out there. You know what I'm saying? No, because that's a thing that you'll say, oh, that nigga could have put him on. But that's not the way life is. People think like that, but motherfuckers don't put people on. You know what I'm saying? You got to be a certain type of nigga to put people. I put people on. Okay. Other people don't put people on.
But let's describe to people. So you guys are at a party.
No. I want you to on this interview.
Just sitting around?
No, on this interview, you're gonna let me finish my motherfucking thought. On this interview, you ain't gonna cut me off. I'm the motherfucking talking, and I love you to death, nigga.
He's a alumni. He can't ready.
You know what you do. This is your home.
Yes. So
go ahead. Yeah. Because the story's
that
on me.
led, believe it or not, to me doing stand-up comedy.
Wow.
Because I turned the negative into a positive. It didn't happen until 2 or 3 years later.
Right.
So then I meet a man named Michael Williams, who started the Comedy Act Theater with Robin Harris.
Right.
meet Robin Harris, and I saw one of the greatest stand-up comedians ever.
That's Baby K's Robin Harris?
No, Robin Harris, the Bebe Kids.
Yeah,
yeah.
Oh,
You said it so fast.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm excited.
Yeah,
I'm
I want
excited.
you to slow down.
I'm excited.
dog.
I'm excited. Puerto Rican come out of me.
So that changed my game, but I was never a true fan of stand-up comedian because they wasn't getting money.
Oh, okay.
See, when we started, it was $20 a show.
Jesus.
Flat.
Chicken wings
Not
and
per
shit.
hour. You just flat.
$20, yo. That wasn't money for me.
Right.
Do you understand?
I thought you meant $20 like that was the ticket price. You talking about that's what you was getting paid?
That's what we got paid.
Holy shit, no, you fucking me up right now.
No.
That's not even a per diem.
This is what comedians got paid in the 80s.
Wow.
Because we was building, we didn't know what we was building. Just like y'all don't know what y'all doing here.
Yeah,
Right.
that's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Thank you.
And it's your
That's
will.
how you feel, TK.
But you don't know where it's going.
Yes.
So to see agents in Hollywood, to see stand-up comedians doing what they doing now, not knowing what us younger comics did back in the 80s to make people's lives much, much better. Because we didn't know. We didn't know it was going to happen. But I always treated stand-up comedy, I'm a businessman.
Right.
And comedy is my side hustle. So when I used to see the Eazy-E, when I used to see Jay-Z, when I see Baby from Cash Money Millionaires, the thing that I always took from them was being independent. Do you understand what I'm saying? So the Dave Chappelle's, the Chris Rocks, they all went for TV and they got their shows. And even though they make millions now, they never really own their own shit.
That's the one thing I noticed about you. I all pointed out to my friends earlier is as we're going through it, it all says your network on it.
Absolutely.
That's amazing. Like,
Yeah.
let me let you finish your
I see.
thought.
I own my own shit, and there's no hate to the other.
No, we got to make some noise for that, though.
Yeah.
We got to make some noise for that because that was one of the first things that I immediately caught on to. I was like, wow. It seemed like you owned everything that I was watching. And
I
was
own
just sitting there,
everything.
like, and I have never saw that before, especially with comedy.
Yeah, I own everything. Now, yes, would I would like to be a big motherfucking star and getting in millions and millions, but as you get older, you can only have so much money.
Right.
As you get older, you can only have so many cars. When you get older, you can only have so much jewelry.
Right.
It doesn't matter. I always tell people, it's not how well you live, it's how well you die. You understand what I'm saying? So I try to inject into the universe my mistakes, and I try to explain to how I evolved as a man. And that's what I want this interview to be about, how I evolved as a man, because we need to let young men and women know how you can start one way and continue the journey to get back on your track.
Because you recently apologized to Eddie Murphy, right?
Yes. We had met. Yeah, we was at a. It's crazy. Like he pulled up in a Rolls Royce. I was in the Bentley.
As he should.
And he had a woman with him, and I had a bad bitch breathing on me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And we walked in. We was on VIP now.
Okay.
I'm with this.
No, it's Eddie.
I'm
Did Eddie step to you?
It's
Like,
Eddie Murphy. No,
so, nigga, you remember?
I'm a gentleman. I'm a gentleman. No, that changed your mindset. You know what I'm saying? So, as men, I sat there, and believe it or not, this has happened about 20 years ago now. That had been on my mind, because I never got to meet Charlie Murphy again.
Oh. Wow.
From 1982, even when he got into stand-up.
Okay.
We never crossed each other's path.
Wow.
We talked through other people, so we knew the respect was there, but I never got a chance to look him in his eye. And as a man, no, let me finish.
Okay, yeah.
To as a man to say I apologize.
Yeah.
So when I saw Eddie in the VIP section, I was with the young lady. I said, I'll be right back. And I walked up to her and said, how you doing, Eddie? He said, yeah. He said, listen, about 20-something years ago, you invited me in your home, and I just want you to understand, as a man, I truly apologize for what I did to come in your home and be disrespectful. We all own homes, right? We if you allow somebody in your house, like nigga, I fuck
That's
with
a big
you,
deal. Right.
Nigga, I fuck with you. And as a youngster, I didn't understand that. And when I understood life, I was mad at my motherfucking self because I was like, damn, T. Not that it could have changed my career.
No.
Because where I'm at is where I'm supposed to be. But I pushed being a motherfucking man I take that very seriously. So once I said that to him, nigga, it was skies.
That's a beautiful moment. Let's make some noise for that. That's a beautiful moment.